What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, confident. He states that Usyk is a good fighter, but I'm better. Wow. The IBF, WBO, WBA, IBO heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua is very close to making a statement when he faces mandatory challenger Oleksandr Usyk on September 25th. The two boxers both captured gold in the 2012 Olympic Games in London, with Joshua getting gold at super heavyweight and Usyk picking up the top medal weight at heavyweight, or medal at heavyweight. When I step into the ring, no matter how much of a nice guy I am, it's about winning. Joshua exclusively told Sky Sports, it's about defining performances and training in the right fashion so I look good, which adds stock to my value. When you fight good opponents, people respect it. They have to give you credit. This is all about being a throwback fighter and taking on all challenges. It's about statement performances. Usyk unified, of course, the entire cruiserweight division by defeating Murat Gassiev in the final bout of the first season of the World Boxing Super Series cruiserweight tournament. Of course, he came up to fight Chaz Witherspoon and Derek Chisora. Usyk was by far a better amateur fighter, but Joshua believes he's the better pro and plans to prove it in the ring. He said it's all about ring time. The more time you spend in the ring, the more time you spend lacing your boots, the more time you spend with your gloves on, understanding angles, where you are when you finish punching, where shots are coming from. Everything is in reverse with a southpaw. That's the technical element. Then you have the spiritual element. I am a fighting person. I pray and meditate and visualize. I train in my mind. That will get me a long way as well. Mix of the technical ability and the God-given talent. Even though I'm fighting a southpaw, I should be able to find ways and see gaps to exploit each of my opponents. So let me stop right there. Okay. Him saying that he is a better fighter professionally. Now, he admits that he's better amateurly, but he's better professionally. I don't see where that's true. Okay. I know he has more experience because he has more fights. Oleksandr Usyk is a long-time amateur champion, just like Vasyl Lomachenko, you know, his stablemate. And a lot of those guys in the Ukraine, first off, they spend a lot of time in the Olympics because for them, the Olympics mean more than professional. Like Vladimir Klitschko, you know, his mentality or how he thinks about the Olympics. He thinks of that as the pinnacle, and professional is the thing that you do by default after achieving what you've done amateurly. Okay, so saying all that to say that those guys spend a lot of time in the amateurs. Now, I was reading here to see how Anthony Joshua is explaining why he is better. Okay, understand something about being better. Better how? Okay, better more experience-wise. Okay, experience and professional ranks. Okay, that's one thing. But what makes you technically better? Is it technical? Is it you're gifted, better gifted? You know, I see nothing that Joshua was saying that made me think, well, I'm better on how you know, better how, you know, because even if you knock a person out, doesn't mean you're better technically. You know, experience-wise, yes, he's fought longer in the pros, but technically sound, that doesn't mean because you're better than a person being that you're more technically sound. You don't believe me? Ask Wilder. Look at Wilder and Ortiz. Ortiz is technically more sound than Wilder. Like a lot of guys that he fought were more technically sound, but that didn't stop him from dropping each and every one of them to the canvas. Okay? So that's one of those things where you look at in terms of being better or getting beat. Okay? Because what we'll find out in this fight, who's better technically, the things that they do, the way they execute punches, like Joshua mentioned, where you are when you punch, where you are when you after you throw your punches, where the punches are coming from. I get that, but that doesn't mean Joshua can't catch him with one of those rights and hurt the smaller Usyk. Okay, and Usyk is already at a point of being discriminated against because of his size, or questioned because of his size. Can he take those punches from Anthony Joshua? We heard Ben Davison yesterday say, hey, Joe Joyce can't get hit with a flush shot by Joshua, so what makes you think that Usyk can? Okay, so you have better your mental game is a focus. Okay, so there's a lot of things that make you better than a guy, but doesn't mean that you will beat that guy. Okay, so when Joshua's saying that I'm better, I would look for reasons to see how he's better. Okay, and I know he studies his craft like no other. That's what's a great interest in Joshua, because he's always eager to learn. But then to just say I'm better, we have no proof of that. We don't know, but we will see who is who when they get in the ring and what they can do, and who is actually better technically in other ways, depending on what type of better he was referring to. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Anthony Joshua saying that I'm better than Usyk. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys can counterpunch. Peace.